Yeah, stand by.
You guys are throwing me off, taking chairs out.
Practical joke on that.
What is this, right? There's a few in there.
Timo Solani, this might be his last game here again, so just depending on the way the rest of the road's going to be out of the lineup. Your thoughts on him and memories of him? He's been around for
One of the favorite guys I ever played with. A great ambassador to the game, an amazing teammate. Worked his butt off every day. He's just an incredible individual, and probably a far better person than he is a hockey player. I think that says it all right there.
Do you have an appreciation for how hard it is to play the game at this level at his age?
No, because I retired a long time ago, so I have no appreciation for it. But he's a bit of a freak because he's got great genes, and with his genes and his work ethic, obviously, and his skill set, it's translated into. Tamo could just play as long as he wants, probably, but just an amazing guy, like a great friend, and those are the kind of guys you want on your team. Take away his skill set, those are the kind of people you want in your locker room.
You were the guy when he scored the record-breaking goal when he shot the duck, the first guy to celebrate. Hey, what did you think of the celebration? And just talk about that rookie season for him and how he impressed you.
Terrible coaching. It was 4-on-4, I remember. It was myself, Phil Housley, Tamo, and Ty Domi was on the ice. So obviously Ty and I are out there watching Tamo and Phil play. But yeah, I think the celebration caught everybody off guard, but an amazing moment to be on the ice for. It's almost like for me, it's like a Forrest Gump moment. You know, what are you doing here? But you're in the moment, but I do remember the one thing I was just talking about in there with Craig was it's amazing how after all these years, I remember they stopped the game to kind of honor the record, and I was on one knee next to the bench, and I believe it was, I'm 99% sure it was Mike Lawler, was a veteran defenseman, and he just leaned into me and said, take all this in, because this is never, ever going to happen again. And what a season Tamo had that year, and what great seasons he's had since.
You've switched the D pairings up, and looks like we might see Bell off it as well. Just a thought on maybe giving Clefbaum a different opportunity tonight, and with Justin potentially, sort of.
Yeah, and it's a number of different things going on there. Number one, Belly's worked extremely hard to get ready and be ready, and we want to reward that and get him back in, so he's feeling part of the group. He's got a history on the right side, which helps us. But we're going to put Oscar with Schultze, and it hasn't been tough on Oscar, but I don't love throwing a kid who hasn't played 10 games yet over on his offside. But it was out of necessity. He did fine over there, but we're going to get him on his strong side. So you want to set those young guys up for success, and so that'll help them. And the second part of it is, and I said this to Justin Schultz this morning. I go, you've come such a long way this year, and you've come such a long way that we're putting a very inexperienced defenseman with you because we know you can bring him along, and I think it says volumes, because I'll tell you, the first 20 games or 25 games, I would have never ever thought of doing that with Justin. He was learning lessons, but Justin's game has come along very nicely, that I have no concerns about it, the pairing at all.
So do you talk about giving him a chance to succeed, a guy like that, Paul? Would you like to see him play in a situation against Getzlaf and Perry, just to expose him to that experience, or is he still at the stage where as a coach you go, that's not a matchup I want?
I think in little bits and pieces. I don't want to shield him right away from it all. I think we've protected his minutes fairly well, at least at home. On the road, you're at the mercy of the other coach and the change. But tonight, those two will see that line a little bit. We're going to go after them with Ferentz and Petrie. But if that's not working out, then we won't hesitate to move to the other ones. But it's almost like he's slowly moving up the food chain right now. So he's going from the third and the fourth line guys. Now he's going to see for sure second line guys, and with some real speed on their second line. But he will get some shifts out there, and I think it's important. I don't want to turn this into he's playing against guys like that the whole game, but I certainly want him to feel it a little bit and experience it.
Do you see that as a pairing down the road? I mean, Oscar is a stay-at-home kind of guy, and Justin is a puck mover. I mean, is a pairing a year down the road or something?
Yeah, maybe. With the way Justin plays, I think it's important to have a guy with him that is safety first, but can move the puck and be part of the offense as well. But it's, the one thing I already shared with Oscar this morning was that your partner is going to join the play, and you have to be aware of where he's at all the time. And your job is to make plays, gap up, but your job is also to make sure that you're not joining when he's already gone.
Okay, thanks. You guys good?